reacted to Sunny V2 talking about Nikocado the other day, and his last video was sad, and now he's posted a new video, and I don't know if it's sad or not, but it looks like it's kind of sad, because he lost a lot of weight, and he doesn't really look healthy. People have been pointing out that he looks like he lost the weight unnaturally. But here's the thing. When you get to a certain level of mental health and weight, there's almost nothing that you can do naturally that's going to help you. So let's see what this situation's all about.
Last night I went to bed really early. I was just all tuckered out, so I said, "Goodbye, moon," and I snuggled on into bed to catch some Z's. Little did I know that while I slumbered, we'd all been paid a visit by someone very special. And I'm not talking about Santa Claus, but I am talking about another man in a red shirt. Nikocado Avocado. I woke up this morning in a different timeline. I think we shifted back to the Berenstain Bears universe and left the Berenstain Bears universe behind.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead.
Are we gonna see the Nikocado villain arc now? That's what I want to see. Instead of Bitchicado, I want Nikocado the villain.
This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life. So I
Plot twist, he's looked like this the entire time, and they use CG to make him fat.
am the villain.
Yes!
Because I made myself one.
This moment right here is this generation's I am your father. This is up there with the Darth Vader identity reveal.
I'm here for it.
Perhaps one of the most unexpected things I've seen in quite some time. When I was watching this, I let out an audible whoa. Like, I couldn't help myself. My body responded without any other part of me having say-so over it.
That's actually crazy and awesome. I'm curious what the rest of the video is like.
Body itself, my soul, was shocked when he took the mask off there. So he gives like a villain monologue that sounds like it's out of the Fallout universe, talking about how he's 2 steps ahead because he had played the villain for so long now.
Today I woke up from a very long dream. And I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body.
In one night? Damn, that's impressive.
Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring.
This is a crazy plot twist.
250
Who was calling him boring? He is absolutely not boring. He has not been boring this entire time.
pounds is an unbelievable feat that's nothing shy of extraordinary. And he mentions how even yesterday, YouTubers and many other people were calling him sad, fat, depressing, sick.
It was because of the Sunny V2 video that came out. I guarantee Sunny V2 is going to make a video about this one, because whoa, this is like legit 3 days after he made that video saying that Nikocado's last video was incredibly sad, and it was very sad. And this is the opposite of that. This is like crazy awesome to me.
And all of that, and still making videos about him, even while he secretly, over the course of 2 years, had been losing all of that weight. And all the videos that people were talking about were actually videos that Nikocado had filmed 2 years prior and kept drip feeding to the community to keep them either entertained or keep himself.
Bro is actually a genius. Nikocado is actually a genius. I take back all of the bad things that I said about this guy. Damn. Crazy plot twist. What?
Fanning the flames of drama for people to latch on to. It is actually very fascinating. Now, some of you might recall about 4 years ago, Nikocado Avocado and myself had a tiny bit of beef. I'm talking like a Salisbury steak level of beef between us, and we had a bit of a tinkle-tussle back and forth pissing contest, and boo! Fact check jump scare. I wanted to double check when all of that took place, so I looked at it. It turns out it was 2021 AD. It was late September, so it's coming up on 3 years, not 4. I was a little off on that. Time moves very weird now. I don't know what happened, but
we all know what happened.
Time is moving at a different speed than it used to. After all,
it started at the end of 2019, the beginning of 2020.
that drama, I had actually kept up with Nikocado Avocado, occasionally just tuning in to check and see what's going on. I made a video like a year ago on a piece of content that Nick dropped where he actually did talk about a weight loss journey that he was going on, and I've kind of just been cheering him on from the sidelines ever since then, just hoping that he'd follow through on that and just to see where it all goes. So to see this come up was not only extremely surprising, just given how much weight he had lost in a relatively short period of time. I know to a lot of people, 2 years, like on the internet terms, that's like ancient history. Things that happened 2 years ago, that might as well be the fucking void century that no one remembers. But like speaking realistically, 2 years to lose 250 pounds, that's a speed run. Those are gold splits.
I haven't made a video for like 2 years.
Whoa.
And
Okay, he looks actually fantastic.
this
Especially
is what
with that
I'm posting
green
now
bird
on this
next to
channel.
him.
So I hope you consider subscribing if you want. I'm actually posting more next week, so yeah, that would mean a lot to me.
I just want more talking with the bird. Forget all the mukbang things. That the red and the from the shirt and the green from the bird really contrasted well.
On his second channel, he mentions that it's been 2 years since he's made a video, so you can piece little breadcrumbs together in your head and follow this path here, connecting the dots. He has released videos on all of his channels over the course of 2 years, quite a few of them. Not to the same frequency that he used to, but he still had a ton of videos that he's releasing over the last 2 years. Videos that were posted 2 weeks ago, or even as recent as 5 days ago, where he is that same weight, were all apparently recorded years ago. And it's not like it's CGI and it's not AI generated content. Nick actually just had a crazy backlog, like the Library of Alexandria for mukbangs, and he just kept going to the vault to upload some of that old pre-recorded content as if it was new, and people were none the wiser. I even went through these two videos.
Because Nikocado is actually a content creation genius. He put himself in a weird spot and messed up his mental health because of it, but he got out. I hope he got out. I hope he didn't like do Ozempic and he's just gonna keep doing the mukbangs and just get fat again.
Videos here in particular, just to see if I could find like a date somewhere on like his phone, or when he went to the heart attack grill, like maybe like a calendar sticking on a wall, but I didn't see anything. Maybe I missed it. I did kind of go through it like 2x speed, so maybe it like flashed by really quick and I just didn't see it. But I do believe him that these were recorded years ago, because that's the only logical explanation for how he is 250 pounds down right now, yet 5 days ago he has a video at the heart attack grill where he's still like 400 pounds or whatever it was. Dude was playing chess while the rest of us were playing checkers. He played us like a
Bro, we weren't playing checkers. We were playing Connect 4 while he was playing chess.
goddamn violin, and Nick loves the violin. Many of you might not remember this from the Nick Expanded Universe, the lore, but he was actually an incredible violin player. He was more decorated than like Captain America
let's get back
in terms
to
of
it.
accolades when it came to this. Like in his field of violin, he was a very well-regarded, talented player. And he came out here and just fucking Gangnam styled on us. He really did play us like a sweet melody on that instrument.
It was a long 8 years, wasn't it? It was a long 8 years. And I didn't think that it would have gone this long, but it did. And it was like a bad dream that, yeah, it was like a really bad dream that we were waiting for it to be over. And it's over. It was just a dream.
For a long time, Nick became synonymous with breakdowns on camera. Nick and breakdown went together like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that's something people talked about a lot, but then always talked about how it was always fake for views and drama and controversy.
Even if it was fake for views and drama and controversy, that still affects your mental health whenever you fake stuff like that. Take, for example, Dr. Disrespect. He can't get out of that character. He's constantly playing that character, even when serious shit is going down. Constantly playing that character. And he can't get out of it. And now, he's just always that character.
I have always somewhat believed that there was always an element of truth to some of the things Nick was saying. I really do believe that Nick was miserable with what he was doing, but felt like he had to keep doing it because that was his source of income. That was his livelihood. And he was probably very afraid to just stop doing that. Which is completely understandable, because if people are subscribing to watch you eat yourself to death and you stop doing that, they might leave. And
This might be the moment where he completely pivots all of his content. I hope that he does, and he stops doing the mukbangs, because I think he'll be even more popular than ever if he sticks to like the conversation piece with the bird. He doesn't have to have the bird, but just like talking to people, talking to the camera, talking about his problems. People want to hear that.
now you've got your ass in your asshole and no money being generated anymore because the audience left from you not doing the content they wanted you to be doing. And I really do feel like he felt like he was a prisoner to that for a while. I'm not trying to be an armchair psychologist here, it's just I've watched a lot of Nick's content and it really does feel like there is a lot of truth to some of the things he has said during these moments. And the way he talks about it here, calling it a bad dream, isn't exactly a glowing review of that time. You know, if someone said that to me, like, hey Charles, I know we spent 8 years together, but it's kind of just like a bad dream I'm done with, I wouldn't exactly be smiling from ear to ear about that. But now Nick has made some big changes, clearly, and his audience is extremely supportive. They are very receptive to this, cheering him on in a big way, pumping their fist and celebrating this. The video on his main channel...
Not just his audience, other audiences are coming in, like the Penguin Zero audience. Obviously, I don't really have an audience, but I'm in there.
...channel about it is exploding. The video on his second channel is exploding. He's made 2 videos and both are popping the fuck off. His community is showing nothing but love and oodles of support for this. And it's what people have said for a long time, that if Nick actually did go through this weight loss journey, it'd probably be extremely good for him. Like, not only health-wise, but like in terms of his channels and like his community. It's inspirational. Like, people would love to see that, and I think it's clearly showing here. And it's not like Nick has to stop doing mukbangs just because he loses a lot of weight. And it seems like he is going to continue to do mukbangs because he loves doing them.
Yeah. That's way too much food, man. You're gonna have to keep up that exercise if you're gonna eat that much food.
We were all just dreaming. Cheers. And I love being a mukbanger. I love food. I like eating food. And I like being here. So let me know what you think.
Just because he's lost 250 pounds doesn't mean that he's washed and you need to hang the jersey in the rafters and retire his jersey number. You know, like, he can still keep doing mukbangs the same way he was before, but now in a healthier place. And like I said,
Mukbangs are not healthy. Even if you keep the weight off, all that food is not good for you. All of those chemicals going into your body, because he's not eating good food.
Said last time when he had lost, I think it was like 89 pounds at the time, he seems happier. You know, like I'm not his therapist. I don't know Nick personally, but just from what comes across in the content, he seems happier at lower weights. Like, in the content where he weighs less, he actually just seems like a happier person. At least that's the impression I get watching it. So it's really something to celebrate here with what Nick has been able to accomplish. And I really am happy to see that the reception to it has been overwhelmingly positive. It is incredible work. This is an effort that is extremely impressive. I'm also really curious and excited to see what Nick does going forward. If he's going to continue to do like exclusively mukbangs, or maybe he's going to talk about this weight loss journey that he secretly went on for a long period of time. I'd be really interested to see like what he did to lose all of that weight.
Or just straight up vlog content. Like, he's pretty good at getting vlog content. I'd see him, he does vlogs for his mukbangs sometimes. Cut out the mukbangs, just do the vlog part. I like vlogs. And I like Nikocado. I think that I like his personality. It's absolutely insane and all over the top and all over the place, and I love that.
So quickly. I think that'd be really interesting content if he talked about it, or, you know, showcased, you know, maybe some of the things he was doing for cardio, or if he was doing weight training, what that looked like. I think there'd be really good bangers, like if he made content around that as well. While still, of course, having mukbang be the bread and butter, I think it'd be cool now if he would supplement it with things about this weight loss journey. The violin, I think, would be cool to
Yep.
bring back, because if you look at Nick's older videos, he really is like a fucking wizard with that instrument. I think there's a lot of potential and a lot of possibility with where Nick currently is.
I want to see him on somebody's channel. Some YouTuber needs to pay Nikocado to just randomly come out and start playing violin, and nobody realizes that this thing is about to happen. Like Ludwig or somebody needs to do this.
And it's nothing but positives here, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And yeah, that's it.
Good for Nikocado. I hope that he stays healthy. I hope that he can keep his mental health in check. Because I like watching his content. Ever since he went on Oompaville's channel, I've been a fan.